Kelly.
Chairman, I have an important issue to raise, but first of all I just want to support Senator Landy in his call and my call to Minister Cannon in relation to school transport, where I think it's only quite right that we give an amnesty to those families who inadvertently picked a school that might be a metre further away than what was perceived to be their nearest school, and as a result are deprived of school transport. And what really has irritated me about this whole issue is that I fought for 2 families last year on the basis that there was empty seats on a bus, and I was refused point blank. But I have subsequently found out that discretion did prevail in other parts of the country, where kids that were picked the school that was farthest away actually did get school transport because there was availability on those buses. So I think the Minister has to deal with this particular issue. But what I want to raise today, Chairman, is that what I read in the paper this morning, and it is no surprise to me to read this in the paper, that the rate of sick leave in the Department of Social Welfare outweighs any other department. And to me, it's an exact science, because for every action there is a reaction, and if you pile enough pressure onto people, employees of in this case the civil service, something will give. Now, since the end of the so-called good times, no extra resources were put into the Department of Social Welfare. The floodgates absolutely opened on applications for social welfare. To compound the issue then, we had medical referees that have decided to refuse everything. Disability allowance, invalidity pension, despite the fact that the conditions for disability allowance be that you must be at least 12 months unavailable for work. And yet, I have so many cases. Chairman, I have so many cases where somebody had applied for disability allowance, they were refused. They looked for a medical reassessment of it, they were refused. They went to appeal. 6 months after they appealed it, their file was actually sent from Longford to the appeals office. And when you ask them, when will the appeal be heard, they cannot tell you whether it be in 3 months, 6 months or 12 months. So you have cases that are going on for almost 2.5 years. So just look at the bottom line, Chairman, here is we're dealing now with medical referees that are faceless. We're dealing with appeals officers that are faceless. They're making decisions to frustrate people, and it's piling on the pressure of the civil servants that are trying to administer the scheme, and there's no extra resources put in place. So I'm calling on the leader to bring this to the attention of our Minister social Welfare, and for no other reason other than to take the pressure off the families that have made these applications and are being frustrated by the system.